Dan Bilzerian, ladies and gentlemen, just dropped an unaudited Q4, and we brought on the man himself, Tom Nash, to tell us about it. This man has uploaded more videos than Dan Bilzerian has uploaded about himself. He's the Dan Bilzerian master. He knows everything about Dan Bilzerian, and not only that, I learned recently that Dan Bilzerian knows about Tom Nash and is afraid of this man.
Yeah.
Is that true, Tom?
No, I don't think he's afraid.
Tom, you've done so many videos that when Bilzerian says like the YouTubers are going to go crazy, he's talking about you, I think.
Yeah.
He's talking about me and Jamari.
Jamari? Oh, okay. There's been a couple. There's a V2.
Yeah, Jamari is also Jamari ruined him. Prison?
Prison? Yeah, you like that? I literally pulled that from you. That thumbnail, guys. Everyone, the thumbnail is literally from Tom. I was inspired by Tom. It's a picture of Dan Bilzerian. He goes, prison? That's my favorite. So let's talk about him right now.
Good
it's like
question.
Total clickbait.
It's a great thumbnail.
It's a great thumbnail. So Dan
I used
Bilzerian,
it 14 times.
I know. I know you did.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about it.
You know, I retired the thumbnail.
No, you should. I don't know why you did. At this point, it's funny. It's the funniest thumbnail you could put up. Is because why would you retire it? It's
couldn't. All of my Dan Bilzerian videos have the same thumbnail still.
I know.
But I completely changed it. It just says now Ignite.
No, don't do that. Don't change it. Hey, don't change what's working.
I think it's the next meme.
It's
Ignite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prison is sexy.
It's the next meme.
Prison sexy.
Prison is sexy.
So check this out.
No.
Tom, comment on this. I want you to comment on this because we have a whole competition, whatever, lined up for the people. But before we get into that, let's just set the stage, okay? So Tom, you've been ripping into this man for a while. And I did. Everyone has, because Ignite is Dan Bilzerian's company, but they've been literally igniting money. How much money have they blown through? And how much money did they make?
Well, you said it in your video. It's they burned through like 100 million in 2 years.
Wow.
Meanwhile, how much have they made in sales? How much have they made in sales in the first 3 quarters of this year? 2 million. Something like that.
I want to say 2.5 million.
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Yeah. 2.5 million.
In sales, guys. That's not profit. That's sales. So
but now things are different.
Things are different. Now Dan Bilzerian got hit by the algorithm. He says Ignite announces a profitable fourth quarter. I guess the press and the dumb YouTubers were wrong. And then we get this. It is an unaudited Q4 account. Wait, why can't I?
I mean, it says unaudited at the top. Like, why doesn't he just take that out?
No, but wait, it's worse. It's not just unaudited. He didn't even post the unaudited financials. He just posted this one pager.
Yeah.
It's a one pager that's referencing to an unaudited financial.
That's why it's like, why put unaudited even? Because you're not putting any real proof. Why does he even put unaudited? Like,
no, it's kind of common. I mean, a lot of companies put up unaudited financials. That's not out of the ordinary.
But you're saying they don't have. They're not telling you where the money's coming from, and the results are shocking because you look. If this is real,
no, this is Elon Musk level performance, brother.
If this is real,
this is like SpaceX.
If this is real,
come on, Elon Musk is doing.
This is Neuralink.
This is Neuralink and SpaceX. Electric cars and going to space. This guy's on a boat with a bunch of models. He's useless.
It's different. It is different though. It might be similar levels of manipulation, but it's different because Elon Musk is at least respectable.
Let's go through the results though.
Yeah, let's go through the results. Okay, so Dan Bilzerian, who made $2 million in the first 3 quarters, ended December 31 with a $10 million quarter. Which exceeded revenue for the previous 3 quarters combined. So he 5x'd his sales, which but per quarter, what is that? Because what did he actually do per quarter comparatively? He not only 5x, he 15x'd his sales. 15x'd his sales over 3 months. How is that possible? So the first 3 quarters he was making whatever, and then now he did 10 million. That's 15x what each quarter was.
No, I think it means that he ended the year with a 10 million revenue, meaning that he created 7.5 million revenue in the last quarter.
No. The company's revenue in the fourth quarter was $10 million.
In the fourth quarter only.
The company's revenue in the fourth quarter ended the was. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fourth quarter only. So
you
guys both.
So it's even worse. It's even more astounding of an answer. So Tom,
I didn't even know that.
You and I were talking like, hey, how do we think that Dan came up with this money? Because, okay, you have one answer, which is he legitimately, suddenly, the demand for his product was 15x what it normally was. Now, you could say holidays, maybe, but it's not like a video game. It's like weed pins. It's like white label weed pins. Is there 15x the demand? Very unlikely. And how do you have the logistics for that, right? Tom, tell us why this is probably not normal sales.
Wait, I'll give you, listen, I have 5 very plausible scenarios how this has happened. And we're not going to make I don't want to make a mockery out of this. I don't want to be cynical.
And you guys both owe an apology video. If this comes back audited, apology.
First of all, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. Listen, I want to do a full company forensics. I want to take you down the rabbit hole. Let's talk about 5 very plausible, reasonable scenarios how this could have happened. I want to really give him like the respect he deserves, because I think, this kind of execution, my goodness. This is like
really funny you say that, Tom, because I actually created 5 also plausible explanations. I was also wondering, maybe we should gamify this. Here. Let's do this, okay? Amish, you're going to be the moderator, okay? Yeah. I'm going to give my 5 reasons that Dan Bilzerian could have pulled off $10 million. Then Tom will give his 5 reasons. At the end of it, whoever wins, the other guy has to post on their Twitter account that Ignite is a legitimate company and they apologize to Dan Bilzerian.
Now, how do we decide who wins, though?
Deeply apologize, deeply embarrassed.
Well, it's a combination. It's okay. So I believe that Amish should be allowed to manipulate the audience, but then the audience gets to straw poll decide. So the audience has the final say, but then you can like talk to them and try to convince them one way or the other.
Sure, but I think you guys, okay, so you're going to give 5, he's going to give 5. I feel like we should pick your top one. We could make a poll with them.
Correct.
But I should pick the top and top.
Yes. So you pick the top.
Or you can do the aggregate approach, though. Who was more reasonable?
No.
Because this is a comedy. We're not trying to be funny. We're trying to be business oriented.
Oh, okay. This is very serious. Okay, very serious.
This is serious business, ladies and gentlemen.
So we need to get to the best reason. So it's like the best reason. I'll give you I'll judge it on overall honesty, but then it'll have to be like this one goes
you're the
forward.
moderator. You decide what the rules are. And then at the end, though, the straw poll is the audience decides.
Straw poll, audience will decide.
We'll put that up. All right,
okay,
so
let's go.
Reasons that Dan Bilzerian could have gotten $10 million suddenly. What do you think, Tom?
I'm going to keep my cards next to my chest. I'm not going to give you anything.
Wait, what?
I want to win
No,
this.
you have to give us 5 reasons.
I'm going to first. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you make me go first? Bro, you're moving the goalpost.
You give like 3, bro. I'll give 3, and then you give 2, I'll give 2.
This man has the home court advantage. He has the referee in his back pocket.
I'll go first. Fine. I'll go first. Okay.
I'll vote right.
All right. One of my thoughts is that I think that he dipped into the old trust fund and he started buying up Ignite products. I think Papa Bilzerian corporate rated somebody. Then he dug into Papa's account. He said, Papa, $10 million, Papa. And then buys his own vape products. $10 million. Then he releases this. Stock goes, boop. And then he sells off. I don't know. Maybe. What do you think, Tom? These are all hypothetical allegations.
Hypothetical. That's interesting. Now, I have an issue with that, but go ahead.
I want to hear the other 4 because I'm really curious to see what else you have.
No, can't. Let's wait until
that.
No, we have to go one by one.
We're not doing 4 and 4?
1 by 1? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because mine has a Bilzerian heads rating. So every single one of my 5 has a rating of how many Bilzerian heads I'm giving it to it. So basically, 1 Bilzerian head means it's a complete rumor and there's no shred of truth. 5 Bilzerian heads mean it's pretty much fact.
Okay.
Like facts.
All right.
Tom came prepared.
Tom,
I prepared myself.
Give us your first one.
No, but I'm giving my 5 and they kind of build on each other. I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, how many Bilzerian heads would you give that?
What you just said?
Yeah.
0. There's no way. Paul Bilzerian is
I'm going to have to say 0 too, because why would he buy his own product?
Member.
What are you talking about, dude? Of course you're going to say 0 on all of mine. Paul Bilzerian, yeah, okay, whatever. The SEC's been chasing Paul Bilzerian forever. Okay.
Listen.
I've got another one.
Gordon Gekko is my favorite character. of all times, and this is like the real life Gordon Gekko.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking
it
about
is.
I can't give him hate. I mean, the man is a genius.
What are you talking about? Okay, whatever. All right. I got another idea. Okay, so this is unaudited. Here's the second idea.
Okay,
big brain, Dan Bilzerian. What did I say here? I can't even understand my own writing.
Still shocked. I gave a shout out to Paul Bilzerian.
Oh, here's one. Dan.
Okay,
here's how he made it. Dan Bilzerian was so stressed out by watching Tom Nash's videos that he started buying up his own products, and revenue skyrocketed.
Wow, you're always doing the buying his own products. That's where you're losing me. Both theories
You
you
need
have
to
so
put
far,
it in
Steven,
H.
you're with
Put
me,
it in
and then
H,
you're like, so
Steven.
Dan Bilzerian
What are you
buys the product.
talking
It's
about?
like,
Okay,
why would
fine.
he buy his own product?
You're a harsh critic. Listen, hey, I'm talking to you at home. I'm not even appealing to Amish. I know he's biased. He's biased.
What?
So I'm
Why is
appealing
that?
to you at home to back me up in the end. Think
Okay,
about how
go,
funny
go.
it would
The
be.
Indian,
Hold on.
It's the Indian Russian connection.
Think about how
We
funny
have
it would
the
be
Indian-Russian
if
connection.
Tom Nash had to tweet about Dan Bilzerian. I mean, me, I've only made one video about him. Him, he's made like 18 videos. So think about that when you're voting. Okay.
He's
Yo,
running
but I
scared
have
of you.
wait before you continue with your third. Your title was epic. I mean, your title will never be matched.
Thank you.
Dan Bilzerian is having a bad year.
Oh my gosh.
I saw the title. I was like, yes.
That's nice.
My
It
my
shows that you're
latest
caring.
video is basically an attempt to replicate that title. Dan Bilzerian, The Reckoning. I was trying to go for that. The Reckoning with the W though.
Oh my gosh. The reckoning. That's funny. All right. Here's another one.
Okay.
See, mine were kind of okay. Never. I feel so judged right now. By the
He
way, I
buys
hope
all
you
his
guys know.
products in all five of
I
those?
hope you guys know. I feel very judged. I think Dan Bilzerian might have united with his poker star friends, won a quick $10 million with his incredible poker skills as a sharp poker shark, and then funneled that back into Ignite. And before Amish goes, that's impossible. You've got to understand, he's attacked on all sides by people like Tom, myself, anyone who's making videos about him. And it's an ego thing for him at this point. This is the guy whose whole life is ego. So for him, he'll pay any price to prove the haters wrong. And so his business is failing. So he doesn't mind even taking a loss on the books, I believe.
Buying the product.
As long as he is he's proving the haters wrong.
Right. But if he buys it, why would he go unaudited? I feel like the unaudited on this document
No. Hold on. Let me explain. This is I don't want to get too technical about it.
Okay.
But
unaudited.
every financial report that comes out, first of all, comes out unaudited.
Yeah.
Right.
It goes through audit. The auditors have to go through it. It takes months.
So this
They
is
basically
standard
ask
procedure.
questions.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But it's not that meaningful. The unaudited versus audited, there's not going to be major changes.
Right. So he could have been buying his own product. Okay. Hey, fair enough.
How many Bilzerians heads does that get? Poker conspiracy.
Ooh, that's like a 3.5. That's a good one.
That's
Thank
a good
you.
one, actually.
Thank you. I
The poker
appreciate that.
ones-
I really
That's a
appreciate
good
it. I
one.
thought that was
I mean,
a good
now
one
that
too.
I understand why he would buy his own product, I kind of they've all been like, okay.
Okay, so this
keep
one
going.
requires.
Look at his beard though. He must have been using that CBD oil on the beard.
Oh, most definitely, most
I wanna buy
definitely.
it.
So this one requires a bit of context. So let me pull it up real quick. So there's this. So I believe it has to do with Mr. Beast. It's a Mr. Beast conspiracy. So Mr. Beast has this thing called "I'll buy anything and everything in a store," right? I
that we've
believe
helped-
he somehow accidentally went into Dan Bilzerian's warehouse and bought everything, and there was $10 million worth of product because nothing was selling. So he bought $10 million of worthless vape pens and donated them to a charity of kids, and now kids are hooked on weed. That's my theory.
Okay, the kids thing.
I don't know about that. But look at him.
You
He
always
just-
come in so hard at the end with something like that. The kids thing at the end is like, and now Mr. Beast
Look
is
at him.
selling weed
He
to
goes,
children.
I
and they're all
buy,
fucked up.
I buy everything into the store, and I think that somebody just was like, hey, this guy needs help. He's broke. He's falling apart. Dan's like, let me help him out. He seems like desperate, and then it's Dan Bilzerian's warehouse.
It's a great idea.
This one is
It's good
plausible,
publicity
actually.
Both ways.
Yeah.
It's plausible. Yeah, like
Thank
Mr.
you,
Beast could do
guys.
this.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's actually what he should do.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
at this point, instead of trying to sell, go to Mr. Beast and make a deal.
Okay, think about
Mr.
this
Beast
too.
can save you.
Here's
How
big,
rich is Mr. Beast though?
Think
Is he a
about big
billionaire
fo-
already?
Oh, dude, he has a burger.
but you don't need $1 billion to do this. He's got $10 million.
No, I think he's a legit billionaire though.
He might.
he has a 300
Look,
chain
look, look,
burger
look, 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 look,
restaurant.
look. Think about this. This is big forehead move. Think about if you're Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah.
You know Ignite is struggling. if you give him a profitable quarter, you can invest in his company, right? So you buy into his company and you know when he releases Q4, it's going to pump, right? Because all of a sudden everyone thinks Ignite's profitable. So you could single-handedly make Ignite profitable by buying their products, invest in the company deeply, deep pockets, and then as soon as it pumps, you sell.
It's brilliant. I mean, Mr. Beast should do this. That's how he made his burger chain.
God forbid.
He made his burger chain.
How many foreheads? Guys, how many?
Okay. That's 4. That's 4.54. I'd give him 4 Bilzerians on that. What are you saying, Tom? How many Bilzerians?
I'm saying that this would be a classic, chess 4D move.
Yes.
Something that Paul Bilzerian is known for, by the way. Paul is a 4D. His son is not, but Paul is a 4D chess man.
He's a 5D chess player, bro.
Yeah.
So you think
absolutely.
the dad just controls it all from behind? And do you think
Paul Bilzerian is one of the smartest people to ever.
He controls it all.
Do you think Paul Bilzerian's still doing what he's always done? Anybody think that?
Forever? No. What? Hey, Paul Bilzerian doesn't get to retire? Some of these guys get rich and they go, I'm
these
out of
people
the game.
No.
Well,
people like
you
Paul
have to understand though that Paul
retire.
Bilzerian has put the SEC and the DOJ through the ringer, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
He made them look so bad.
Yeah. And Dan doesn't have that kind of skill.
No.
Dan's like a dumb.
No way.
So
No
Dan
way.
could be a dum-dum front man for Daddy's operation. So we need to get Mr. Beast talking to Daddy.
Well, we don't.
We
Yeah.
can make
So,
this happen.
Amish, can I get to my fifth idea, please?
Get to the fifth.
I'm over here trying to sell. Look, I actually
I'm
should be
loving the
nice
idea,
to you.
dude. That
Thank you.
last one was great business advice.
Thank you.
You should just do that.
I have a new idea, and this is my final one. And this is sort of so I've taken the angles of Dan's responsible. Oh, there's an outside investor that may be doing this, like Mr. Beast. Now this is an interesting one. This is also very manipulative. Okay, have you guys ever heard of Enron?
Yes.
Okay, Enron, right? Obviously, gigantic. One of the big things with it was a gigantic accounting fraud. Fraud. So I put my head to work. Enron's no longer here. Let me put on my music.
By the way, I wrote my thesis about this case.
I didn't know that, but
Wow.
You're going to appreciate this even more. What happens to the Enron accountants who are now fired? They're looking for a job. Who's got money to pay to hire the Enron accountants?
Yeah.
Who would look at something like Enron on a resume to be a positive thing?
Yeah.
Someone who needs their accounts to look better than they are. I think Dan Bilzerian hired Enron's accountants, maybe, and then got them to push the $10 million some funky accounting.
They might have seen your video. You said Dan Bilzerian is having a bad year, and these accountants go, "Hey, let me call him."
This one is a five Bilzerian heads.
Thank you.
Pretty tight. Pretty tight.
Facts with an X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my
I'll
five.
tell you something. Just so you know, and that's kind of, when somebody says just so you know, usually a boring story comes out of his mouth. Just so you know, it's actually very true. It's more true than you think. Back in the day of Enron, you know how we have the big four accounting firms, Deloitte, EY, Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, where there used to be five of them. They used to be called the Big Five. The biggest one of them all used to be called Arthur Andersen. It was a behemoth of an auditing company. The collapse of Enron collapsed the whole Arthur Andersen with them. It was that bad. So Arthur Andersen does not exist anymore. That was how cataclysmic this event was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like Enron was such a big client that when Enron folds, they fold.
They fell apart. And I'm saying all these accountants, we're talking about thousands of people that potentially could have gotten hired by Ignite.
Yeah.
I mean, that explains the SG&A expenses. I mean, the massive... Exactly.
Wow.
See? Yep.
This is a 5 Bilzerian.
This is a 5 Bilzerian, 100%, dude. 100%.
Mr. Beast is doable, but this is like the top. Yeah, but that's the top. But yeah, Tom.
Enron employees are taking over, bro.
That's it. You have any
There's
Enron
a reason.
ideas?
Listen, they didn't call them the smartest people in the room for nothing.
That's right.
It's a great documentary.
They know how to do the finances. They know how to do some funky finances.
They know numbers, bro. And okay, so I got excited and dropped my list on my keyboard.
Okay.
I love this, dude. You're great for you're great for these like finance.
You're
things.
natural.
I love it.
You do. Yeah, the finance
this
stuff
is hilarious.
great
Hold on, let me finish typing up. Well, you can just start. I'm gonna type up all my ideas. I'm gonna type up yours as you go through them, so that I can have everyone review them at the end.
Okay. So
we're doing
my
top
first idea
from you versus top idea from him.
No. Let's do an aggregate approach. Trust me.
Okay, cool. Go.
Listen to mine. Okay. So first, mine are not like Steven. Steven is like on the funny side. Mine are strictly business. I'm talking business with the Z.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit accounting stuff. Number one, of course, we have to go with the plain vanilla. The most obvious answer that he either found a genie or sold his soul to the devil for $10 million. You have to consider this like the most obvious option.
Genie, devil. I like that you're coming in serious. No jokes here. Okay.
No jokes.
What's number two?
It has to be something paranormal like this. My bet would be on the genie because of all the smoke. The Ignite smoke. It sounds more like a genie, less like a devil.
Very smart. Very smart. Yeah.
And the devil is a goat a lot of times in mythology, in Christian mythology. It's a goat. It's like a black goat.
Yeah, it can be either both, or it can be a collab. It might have been a JV between a devil and a genie. I don't know, but okay. So this is number one. Number two.
Is that one Bilzerian head?
This is one Bilzerian head.
Okay.
That one was one.
Okay. Number two. Now this is a little bit. I used some creative accounting for this one, so it's going to be complicated. So bear with me, okay? He found $10 million inside his beard.
Wow, keeping it very serious.
What's funny is Tom like is actually kind of a jokester. It's like it's so funny to me. You take it so seriously, but it's like.
Did you see the girth and thickness of this thing? The stuff that are probably inside.
Oh, it's horrific. Yeah.
Easily, there could have been a lottery ticket there.
Hookers. There's a lot in there. $10 million. I wouldn't be surprised.
A cashier's check for $10 million.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Okay.
Why not? Two Bilzerian heads. Okay. This one creates a little bit. Let's call it open head. None of this is real. We are all in the matrix, and this is not really happening.
Okay.
3 Bilzerian heads.
Universe is a simulation. Nick Bostrom.
Yes, everything is a simulation, and this is just like a glitch in the system. The system glitched, and instead of losing more money, he suddenly.
He logged into his bank, and it was like, "Oops, you have $10 million."
Yeah, I mean, it's like Inception. I mean, everything is possible.
It's like a rounding error. It was like literally a rounding error. It was like
I think by tomorrow they're probably gonna fix it, and but think about it this way: by this time tomorrow, none of us will remember this. They'll fix the glitch, and we'll be back to normal.
Okay, go. Okay.
So we're just glitching. All of us are glitching.
Hey man,
3 Bilzerian heads.
These are getting worse. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, number four. This one is 4 Bilzerian heads. Dan is really bad at math. So he miscalculated the revenues.
This is the first thing that is like totally I think this is a 5 Bilzerian head actually.
That's actually a 5 Bilzerian head. And Steven, the problem we were having with yours is that you added on like something outrageous at the end. I was like, this is all plausible, and then at the end, it's like he does this thing, and I'm like, I don't know if he'd do that. Whereas this,
he might be just bad at math. I mean,
more possible. Bad at math.
Remember how Kevin David was so bad at math, and he forgot like to subtract a zero. I don't remember. The
thing is, that answer's so vague. It's true, even if it's not true.
He might be just bad at math. I suck at math. Yeah,
honestly, dude, I think he had a viable business with all the people that were watching him.
Wait, we have one more though, Amish.
But yeah, go ahead.
Wait, this one is the five Bilzerian heads.
5 heads. Okay.
It's better be good.
Dan is being pranked by his accountants.
Okay.
5 Bilzerian heads.
That would be so funny. They're like, hey, what if we told Dad we just were magically profitable this quarter? Look at this idiot. And then he posts it up, and they're like, ah.
That's good because he can get conned. I feel like Dan Bilzerian is when you see him on shows, he's like, I made $2 million on this and I made $5 million on that, and people are telling him, people are saying that he just got it all from his dad. He is easily scammable. I think those rich kids, are.
No, wait. Before we continue, it's really important that we say this. This is all satirical. We're just making jokes here.
Correct,
brother. We are not Russia now, brother. We are not in Russia. This is
just our opinions. We're just making some banter. Shout out to Dan. Congratulations on a profitable fourth quarter.
This is America. This is not Putin, brother. Say what you want.
Trust me, Amish. I'm helping you by saying this.
Yeah, no. He's absolutely right. Hey, look, this
is parody. We're just doing parody.
It's also true that it is parody. Yeah.
His life is like a parody, actually. You're right. And
look, nobody's going to think that, like, the genie thing, obviously, it's a joke. Listen, but Amish, now it's your time to shine. We've had our time to talk. Now you get a pick, top one, and then sell it to the audience if you want to sell it, or you can just give them the best two.
No, top two, and then let's let the audience decide on the top two.
Yeah.
I'm going to say your last one is the one. Bringing Enron in, I think that's sexy.
Yeah,
I think the Enron accountants, I like that. We're going, we've had a generational theme here. The older generation teaches the younger generation, and that happens in these businesses. Tom, I was telling Steven something very sad at the beginning of the show, or maybe before the show. I was telling Steven how, like, a lot of American medical technology, it came from, like, World War II. Like, these scientists would test it out on, like, on soldiers or whatever. It's sad, but it's true. You know what I mean? You just leave one organization, like a sociopath from one organization, the other organization says, hey, you were really good at that.
Hey, how do you think NASA was created, bro?
There you go.
You know the story about NASA.
I don't know, but
isn't it like Nazi or something? Like, it's some crazy thing.
Yeah, the head of NASA was like a fucking avid Nazi.
Oh, I don't want to.
They just fucking.
I don't want to. Hey, Amish, what's
This was like in the 50s, bro. But he stopped.
What?
He stopped being a Nazi. I mean, he said that he doesn't want to do it anymore. So they're like, oh, here you go, here, take NASA.
I mean, if they have the knowledge, you just got to give them the pardon and bring them in and tell them to, like, hey, give us your aspirin or whatever you found. But
they were like, are you sure you don't want to be a Nazi anymore? It's like, I swear.
The Enron guys would totally work on that. The Enron guys could have seen one of your guys' videos and said, give Dan a call.
This guy needs This guy needs help. Yeah, I agree. So what about Tom, though? Tom has a lot of...
Tom, though, I'm going to say pranked by his account. Well, that's interesting, too, because pranked by his accountants.
Those are both accountants, though.
Those are now Enron accountants. So that's definitely what's happening then. It's almost like you both came to the same conclusion. But I think, honestly, Dan Bilzerian is bad at math.
I like that one.
Like, that's technically true no matter what. This guy really screwed up. I mean, he had a following that he could have built a modest weed company off of. And like so many of these goddamn con artists, you realize that if they weren't dumb and if they didn't want, like, free money so bad, they could have just run an honest business. But, you know, I don't know what he did. I don't know how he screwed it up.
Get ready for the poll, guys.
Let's do it.
Hey, Tom, this is a lot's on the line here, bud.
Listen, I have no chance of winning this poll.
What are you talking about? Yes, you do.
Listen.
You look at you. Look at you trying to sway these people. Look at you trying to sway them. This is so dirty.
Give me
what's the Indian referee? Indian referee. So implying corruption. Look,
I would feel so bad for you if you lost, Tom, because it's like, for me, I don't care. It's like a tweet. But for you, people are going to wonder what happened to Tom Nash. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for you in my own poll.
Oh, yeah, I should vote on this, eh?
But it would be fun. It would be honestly really funny if everyone voted for Enron accountants.
No, bad at math. Honestly, bad at math is like undeniable. It's true no matter what. Whereas Enron accountants, great story. I don't know. Enron accountants, best story, best answer, but I don't know.
Let's see it. Come on, let's get the music going. Where's the music?
Let's go.
Sadly,
guys, put some votes in. The
Enron accountants, jokes aside.
Hey, what is this? Wow. Dude, y'all need to vote for Enron accountants right now.
Tom Nash,
what is going on?
Be great.
I'll give it 30 seconds before we close it. I need 30 seconds to get me back on top.
You were winning. Would you have kept it open?
Listen.
Yeah.
While we wait, I'll tell you a story. The Enron accountants probably couldn't get an accountant job ever. I mean, they're all burned.
True. Legally.
Zero chances. If you have Enron on your resume back in the 90s or the 2000s, I mean, whenever this happened, I keep forgetting. I mean, you're fucked. Sorry,
unless you have Dan Bilzerian.
Paul Bilzerian says, hey, I need that talent.
Are y'all ready? We're getting that hype music going.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be the last click that decides it all.
I can't believe you're doing a recall.
This is the last stand for me. Please. I need help.
I can watch.
I can't believe you're doing a recount, dude.
Tommy win, Tom.
Guys, vote. Don't let this stop the steal. Hashtag stop the steal. In the comments here. Hashtag stop the steal. Guys, stop the steal.
Hashtag storm the mansion.
Tell me when, Tom. No, you're telling me when.
No, let's do it, bro.
That's good. We stopped the steal. Cut
this off! What is this music? This sucks!
Russia wins. Russia 1, America 0.
I'm muting Tom right now. I'm muting Tom. I've had enough from him. I muted him. He's done.
Get mute. Yeah, that's good, man. Dude, I love the financial details. This is great. Wow, Steven's really mad. He's really angry, eh? Are you gonna get over this? Hey, it's a joke poll. They look to you as a moral figure, Steven.
I'm depressed.
You got to be a happier loser than this.
I'm sad. I've been failed by my community.
Look at Tom.
I trusted you guys to do what was right. And I really honestly won by a landslide, but I think the straw poll was rigged. Russian hackers, interference. This is going to be the saddest tweet I've ever had to write in my life. Oh, this is honestly super painful right now. I'm writing in right now. Dan Bilzerian is not a fraud. Ignite is the greatest company of all time. And I'm going to tag you, Tom. Are you on Twitter? Oh, he's muted. He can't even say.
You muted him.
I muted him.
You muted him.
All right, I'm not going to tag him. Wow, guys.
What is it? Guy, don't be so stingy on the tags. It's tag.
So sad right now.
Oh, my God. No
Let's
tag?
go back. Let's go back. No, I don't think he has a thing.
Don't post it. Don't post it.
Don't post it.
I can't see it on Twitter, bro.
You're so mad that you're like, I'm not tagging. He's so mad that he lost. He's like, I'm not even going to tag you.
Anyway, here we go. This is proof of the legitimacy of the count. We counted all the votes using this bead machine.
Beautiful. Yep.
So here you go. Proof. No rigging.
It's up.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Get this music out of here. I got to go cry a little bit. Thank you for watching. Great show. Thanks, Tom, for coming on.
Tom,
appreciate you. We decided about Ignite. I guess I believe it's a real company now. Thanks.
I'm a scammer. Gonna rip you off, take you down.